And then after you fucked like 50, 100
But
girls.
you do sound like a douchebag right now, though.
I know I sound like a douchebag, but who's going to keep as real with you guys as I am right now? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck do you know who's going to fucking admit this shit on fucking camera, on fucking YouTube? I'm doing this for you. I could totally be like, oh yeah, don't cheat, guys. Be a good boyfriend. Fuck that. I love it.
Yeah, like a K-pop star.
Kawaii.
안녕하세요.
Hentai.
Pikachu. Welcome to the Wingman Podcast, episode 7. Ladies and gentlemen, co-host Justin Marc, international dating coach. What's going on?
Not much. What are you up to?
Not much.
I was actually just about to book a flight to Egypt. Wait, no, I already booked my flight. I was going to book a flight to Egypt for this lovely lady I'm seeing. She's really cute. I'm always kind of nervous to like fly girls out. I've only done it for a handful, 3 girls probably ever. But it's just like, cause like, fuck, it's a lot of investment. What are your thoughts?
I've never done it, so I really have no thoughts.
You know, I used to think it's simpy, but then I'm like, wait, no, this is actually cool because sometimes we get in this like workflows with business. And then I'm like, everything feels free. As long as you just like close another deal, cool. I just pay off this like whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
This is one of my regrets in my last relationship. I really wish we traveled.
Should have done it.
Yeah, we should have. Well, it was during COVID as well, so don't really have a choice.
You could have visited me in Brazil. We could have done double dates in Mexico.
In Mexico.
See, puppy.
Nice.
No, seriously though, travel with a girl is great. One thing I always feel kind of awkward about though is like when you have a beautiful girl traveling with you and then you're in this like exotic location and then I'm like, fuck, I fucked up. There's all these hotties everywhere.
No, straight up. I thought about that. I thought about it like taking my last girlfriend to Europe and I feel like I've had so much fun being single in Europe that it'll trigger my single instincts and just want to pimp. Do you know what I mean?
I brought my ex-girlfriend to Europe with me a few years ago and I mean, it was cool, but yeah, seeing gorgeous women everywhere. I'm like, of course, your natural instinct as a man. I was like, oh, whoa, new exotic women.
Exactly.
But the thing is, it's like, you can always go back to those places. You can always go travel there again. You know what I mean? You're not going to have the opportunity to have that beautiful relationship dynamic again if you fuck it up. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so, yeah, relationships.
I definitely regret not traveling in that relationship. Who knows? That's my goal for my next relationship is to travel.
There really is only 2 ways to travel. And it's like, either you're single and you're in like, let's get exotic. You know what I mean? Let's try some like delicious exotic food. Let's try some delicious exotic women. Or there's like, let's go experience that with my partner and build these amazing memories. You know what I mean? But if you do travel with your girlfriend, it's kind of really emotionally bonding as well. You know, but it's really interesting because it really shows you like, is this a good person for you? Because like, I feel like all the other stuff comes out. It's like, well, now you're kind of living with them because you're traveling with them.
Have you seen the movie Into the Wild?
Not sure. What's it about?
It's like this guy that decided to say, fuck everybody, fuck the whole system. I'm just going to go into, I believe, Argentina or somewhere in the woods. And I'm just going to live there and not have any technology. And he's just going to stay in the woods and eat berries and hunt. So this guy went to the woods. And at the end, spoiler alert, he ends up dying from eating a berry that he had no clue was poisonous. And what happened was, in his last words were, happiness is only real when shared. So during his alone time in the woods, there's moments where he was like extremely happy, but it wasn't the same as if you're sharing it with someone that you really care about. There's
happiness and there's fulfillment, right? And so I feel like relationships can be really fulfilling because like you can make all the money you want. You can get all the girls you want. You get laid every single day. You know what I mean? You can have a new girl every single weekend or whatever.
But it only becomes real when you share it with either your friends,
bingo,
or a girlfriend.
Yeah, so not even necessarily a girlfriend or like a significant other, but yeah, your family. Like let's say you have a bunch of money, that's not going to make you happy. But if you have a bunch of money and you can take care of your family, now you, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister can live in luxury. You know what I mean?
Dude, even going out to nightclubs and stuff, I don't even find it fun unless I'm with you or with the boys.
I agree.
Like, I don't see a point of being here. You know what I mean?
You know what's pulling girls home and having crazy parties and crazy
Or even that,
orgasmic, intimate experiences. I rather do it with a friend rather than do it alone. Because if I do it alone, it's just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna hook up this hot girl, whatever.
I don't even feel like doing it.
Me too. I'm just like, I could hang out with this girl, or I could just go play Fortnite.
Exactly.
Like, one or the other, right? But if you're with a buddy and then you guys meet 2 girls together and you're like, whoa, let's get crazy. And you come, bring them back to the penthouse, have some drinks, you know what I mean? Pop some bottles, make some flaming sambuca shots.
It becomes our bonding time.
Bingo.
And it's not even about getting the girls. We don't actually care about whatever outcome happens.
It's why I can't be friends with a guy who doesn't know game or doesn't have game. You know what I mean? Because if they haven't studied my material or similar material and don't practice this game shit and don't know how to like go meet girls, I can't relate to them. Number one, we haven't been through the same, like, I guess you can say like path to mastery / growth experiences. And on top of that, I can't really bond with them because I was like, all right, like that's how I bond. You know what I mean? You bond with women through sex. You can bond through guys through, like, I don't want to say sex, but like kind of like pulling together. I guess.
We do that all the time too. We share girl.
Yeah, I mean, like I bang a girl. I'm like, hey, go sleep over at Matt's house. I don't want to sleep over. Go to Matt. Here's hey Matt. Ring. Hey Matt, what are you doing? You're like, nothing was working. I'm like, come
time,
over, take this girl.
There's one time me and Justin each brought a girl home from the same nightclub. And my girl happened to be bisexual. And yours as well when I called you.
Yeah, so Matt called me and I'm like, oh, interesting. Well, come on over. Yeah.
And then we both asked permission. Oh, yeah, my buddy Justin has this really cute friend that wants to meet you. And then you would do the same thing.
Yep.
And then, long story short, I brought this girl to Justin's house and
nothing happened. We just sat there and we just ate food the entire time. We didn't have a giant orgy. What the fuck are you talking about?
We definitely did not have a giant orgy.
There wasn't. No, I don't do that. I'm actually a virgin. No, all jokes aside though, guys, it's like, it's pretty interesting how this shit works. It's like, it's just bonding with your homies. There's no better way to bond with another man in a non-gay way than like pulling girls together. Straight up. Just be real with you. All my best friends, I've had like orgies with them, or they've like hooked up with girls I hooked up with.
Well, think about it like this. What other hobbies do you think is better than that?
Video games.
I disagree,
Call
dude.
of Duty.
I disagree. I'm a huge Call of Duty man, boy.
No,
I streamed Call of Duty for at least 2 years. And trust me, every time I go out with you, I don't even play like, I don't feel the need to play video games, dude.
Of course.
I haven't touched Call of Duty in like 3
It's a coping
months.
mechanism. It's a coping mechanism because you're feeling unfulfilled and bored, and then you're like, okay, cool, let's go fucking play video games. But it's not going to give you the experience you want to have in life, right?
100%.
But having life experience, I find like life is a video game. You know what I mean? When I'm in the club, I literally feel like I'm playing like fucking some weird fucking game where I can just like it's like my training ground. It's like the sandbox. You know what I mean? I can walk around, just try different things, say different things. I can walk up to a girl and be like, hi, my name is Steve. And then like I just make up stories. You can fake identity. I can tell girls I'm a stripper. I can tell girls I am an astronaut. Like, you can make shit up. So, like, you can have a fake fucking personality completely. And I've actually, this is fucked up, but I've literally, there was that period of time where I made my Tinder account. I named myself Jay, just in case the girls find out my name or know me. And then they're like, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, catfishing? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go by Jay. At a different age. I think I made myself older, then I made myself younger. I made myself a couple of variations of names. And once I was hooking up with a girl from Tinder, and she's calling me Jay. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is Jay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Jay.
That's the fun thing about dating as well. Is like you could literally like come up with a new name.
I try not to lie though. I don't like lying. I don't like liars.
Obviously.
And especially if you're like in a more serious dynamic or whatever, you don't want to do that. But like if it's just like fun and games,
fun and games.
Say whatever the fuck you want, bro.
Like there's a time where my Tinder name was Tyler.
That's
from
hilarious.
back in the day.
There was a time.
And then 3 of my friends also did it, so we're all named Tyler on Tinder.
There was a time when my name
matches from our
was
actual
Tyrone.
names.
No, I'm kidding. So you're getting more matches when you change your name to Tyler?
Yeah.
I always wonder what it'd be like if your name's like Mohammed or like Rajampreet. Hello, I'm like, if your name is like Rajampreet Singh. Like if you put like Rajampreet Singh on Tinder, like how many matches are you getting versus you put a name like Josh.
Or Justin.
You're like, or Justin. What are you trying to hit something? Are you trying to hit something here, Matt? What the fuck?
You lucked out on the name game though.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, I told you about the episode on Family Guy where Peter basically changed his name to Justin and he became a douchebag. Started treating his wife like shit and started getting bitches.
That's hilarious, man. It was inevitable, man.
So
it was written in the stars.
Like, give a dog a good name, it's going to be a good dog. Or give a dog a bad name, it's going to be a bad dog.
Bro, I thank the Lord Jesus Christ every single day that my name is Justin Marc and not like fucking like Rajinder from Bangalore, India. And like, can you imagine? Like, I grew up in fucking like some like hut in the middle of like fucking nowhere in India, like a village, and I didn't speak English. And I'm like one of those creepy dudes like sending dick pics to your girlfriend on Facebook. You know what I mean? God damn, I'm so fucking glad.
I want you to be my wife.
Yeah, seriously. Because like now I just like take good pictures, go on Tinder, and like girls want me. I'm like, whoa. What the fuck? They film YouTube videos about it because like I get Indian guys every single day messaging me and being like, how do you do it? Mm-hmm. And then I think about it, I'm like, I don't, because where I'm at now, like you met me way back in the day. You met me when I'd only ever been with one woman in my whole life. I just lost my virginity. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with women, dating, soul skills, etc. And I was learning game from you way back in the day. And I was watching you run around. You were a virgin. I was watching you get kicked out of the malls for talking to girls because you're just like running around like screaming and shit and like talking to girls, doing cold approach, meeting girls and stuff. And I always thought it was really funny. And you look at us now, and now I almost forget where I came from social anxiety, being kind of awkward. And because when guys see the shit I'm doing now, we do these crazy parties, you know, just surround with girls, whatever. It's like, fuck, I forgot it's not normal. So guys message me every single day being like, how do you do this? You know, how do you make this shit happen? How do you get all these girls? And I look at guys like, look, Matt's like I remember Matt back in the day had no game. He had no idea what the fuck he was doing. Me, myself, I kind of knew what I was doing, and I still wasn't getting the results I wanted to get. And it was just really funny because now we don't even think about it. It's just normal. What are your thoughts?
I agree. We don't even think about it.
It becomes like an afterthought. It becomes
It's like tying my shoelace. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Like some of the nights we would go out, and like I don't remember what happened last night, and we're both sober.
It all blends together, all blurs together.
Yeah.
Sometimes we be at a party and there's like up to a dozen girls in the same room I've hooked up with, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, because I don't even think about it. I literally don't think about it. But then sometimes I get like conscious for a second. I'm like, what the fuck? I hooked up with all these girls. Strange.
Yeah. I do remember.
Sounds super like fuckboy and douchey, but like, it's true.
It's true. Yeah. Well, what can you do?
So that's actually another reason I like travel. Back to travel. I like to go to a new place where it's like unconquered territory. You know what I mean? I like moving to a place for a while where I don't know anybody and start from scratch and do it all over again. Like imagine this, moving to a brand new city, build it all from scratch. You got girls, you got friends, you have a place to live, maybe you have clout. I moved to Mexico City and my goal was to just like meet some girls during COVID and whatever. I ended up burning up the entire country of Mexico because we met too many girls from Tinder and dating apps and social media that we ended up like just like in like forums and on Facebook, people talking about us being like, hey, have you guys heard about this Justin and Brad guy? Next thing you know, we had this crazy media scandal. Next thing you know, we're like in like articles and we're in Forbes Mexico. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Just from meeting girls from Tinder. And I actually had a girlfriend the whole time. But it's like, we just like got so much like dating apps results that we ended up having a media scandal from it. It was like crazy. It's crazy shit. And it's like, I kind of like that. Not the idea of like burning out a country, but like go to just start small. Move to a new city for 2 months. Like a little vacation in LA or something, right? And start from scratch. You don't know anybody and see what you can achieve by the end of it.
Yeah, 100%. I love going to another city and just meeting the kinds of people that it's just a whole different culture. People dress differently. People talk differently. People treat you differently. Especially, I don't know, like Europe was very interesting because being an Asian guy going to Europe, it's like going to like Finland, for example, where they're mostly just white people and they look at me as if I'm like some shiny Pokemon. And like I feel like a celebrity every time I go there in those countries, like Austria, Vienna. It's
Sounds
awesome.
fucking amazing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So you show up these countries, what happens?
What happens? I don't know, dude. It's just fun times for sure. I mean, like,
Do girls approach you, or do you still have to approach the girls?
I still have to approach girls, obviously. I notice in these countries too, they're very more. I wouldn't say they're shy. You know, they're not used to. That's what I noticed in like Western countries as well. With Western countries, people are more confident. Guys hit on a lot more girls. In European countries, every time I go there, they're just so surprised that a guy would just go up to a girl, would just say hi.
Crazy.
You've been to Finland, right?
I've been to Finland, but I was with my girlfriend.
Do you notice that?
I noticed girls are staring at me everywhere I went. Like, I was like some chocolate man that they just wanted to taste. And like, everywhere I walked, I was just like, girls just like eyeing me. But I was with my girlfriend. And
you never approached in Finland?
I did, because I was filming a YouTube video where I was interviewing people, but that was it.
You've never actually.
I never went there single and approaching girls.
Dude,
No.
you're missing out. You're missing out for sure.
I
always
did
tell
go
my
out one
boys
night.
this. If you want to get laid a lot, just go to Finland.
Damn.
Or any Eastern European country where there's not a lot of people that look like you.
Sounds like I'm missing out.
It's just, I don't know what it is. People are friendlier too, just because, like I said, in Western culture, guys are more confident, so you have a lot more competition when you go to nightclubs or just on an everyday basis. People here actually have, their default game is a lot better than
A city like Toronto, man.
Yeah.
It's a city of fuckboys.
Exactly. You're competing with fucking.
I feel bad for the girls here, man. Every guy they try to date is just like a fuckboy douchebag.
Yeah. And more traditional countries in Europe, you know, they don't have guys who have that vibe.
You guys are a little bit more passive, a little bit more beta.
Yeah, they're a lot more passive.
Yeah,
more
I think
beta.
Western society is like a melting pot of like the survival of the fittest of like immigrant families. And so cities like Toronto, New York, LA, you know, even places like Miami, you know, you just get all these different people from different races and cultures, and like they're competing over the women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so it becomes very competitive, and then it also becomes very like, it's like a wolf's den when it comes to the dating market.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the guys who get results get all the results. The guys who don't get results get no results.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like the 20% of guys who are like ladies' men's, and their body count's like 50 to 100, right?
Yeah.
But then 80% of guys, their body count's like 0 to 7. You know what I mean? And then you get guys like us who just burn the place the fuck down. You know what I mean?
Burned.
Yeah.
A little bit extreme.
But you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
So you literally get guys who literally get all the girls, right?
Yeah.
Because I show up to an illegal. So it's while filming this right now. It's technically COVID lockdowns. Technically, there's lockdowns. There's no nightclubs right now. Technically, we still been throwing parties. We still been doing our thing. And I went to a club the other day, and I literally knew every single girl there. I actually like looked around, and I knew at least one girl from every group of girls who were there. But for the most part, I knew every girl. So like probably 70% of the girls there in the venue, I already knew. There's girls who were like, I've been in your penthouse. And I'm like, I have no idea who you are. There was a girl who actually got me a connection with a company called Daydream. It's a drinks company. And they just sent us over $1,000 of free product. And so I knew who she was on Instagram, but I didn't know who she was in person. Because like, I don't remember meeting her. Apparently we met at a club. She came to my Halloween party. I don't fucking remember. Right. There was a bunch of just all these different people. Right. And I'm like, wow. You can actually get your game to the point where anywhere you go, just you know people. You walk up to any venue in the city and just you know people because you're always out, you're always meeting people, always doing things. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the next level of game. It's having that setup so that your life is built in a way where you're always surrounded by beautiful girls, if that's your main focus.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try. Your life just attracts.
Now, why do we do that? Is it because of the Wingman podcast? Is it because you work in nightlife, I work in nightlife? Is it because the brand of being an international dating coach? Yes, but it's also because we just love beautiful women. It's great. Feminine energy is like healing. You know what I mean? It's really cool. It's really, really cool.
I mean, who doesn't love, if you're a guy, like who doesn't love, like if we gave every single guy an opportunity to live the way we do, I really believe like most guys would take it.
Yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Like
do you want to be some beta
I had a
simp
conversation with one of my ex-girlfriend's friends, she's like, oh, like not every guy's like your friends. Not every guy wants to be a fuckboy. Not every guy does this. I'm like,
that's wrong.
That's wrong because not
If they
everyone
could,
can.
They would. If they could, they would. Right? That doesn't mean you're gonna be some fuckboy douchebag cheating on all the girls.
See,
it doesn't mean you're gonna be that guy. But if you could be like respectfully single and single, playing the field, having fun, there's nothing wrong with
100%.
that.
I don't believe I'm a douchebag.
No, I don't think you're a douchebag at all.
I really believe I'm super nice. You know.
Yeah.
Especially lately, I'm practicing being completely honest with the girls that I'm seeing. Radical honesty.
I've been practicing that recently as well.
Because
it's funny. We just have 2 girls who are actually just here in the studio, and they just left. She texted me saying we're going for a walk, and they just left. And it's like I almost feel like on the podcast I'm trying to filter myself, so like I don't say anything too crazy. But like this whole time we're having this conversation, I'm for the most part being real as fuck, saying whatever the fuck's in my mind. Because one of the girls I'm seeing was just here, right? While we're filming right now at this very moment. She just left 30 seconds ago, and I am being as real as I can. I'm being as real as I fucking can, without getting too fucking like dirty, you know what I mean? But it's like I don't want to hold secrets. Why do you want to date girls and hold back secrets?
Exactly. It's like you want someone who will accept you fully, not a part of you.
Exactly. And you know the cool thing is like if you're lying to girls, I had a relationship where I wasn't really fully myself. I would tell her what she wants to hear. I wouldn't fully be myself, and I would filter myself a little bit. And so
I bet you're filtering yourself not because you're a douchebag and you lie. You just don't want to hurt the girl.
I don't want to hurt her, and I want her to have a good perception of me.
Exactly. Because you care about what she thinks of you.
Yeah, and it's not like I was like cheating on her like crazy or anything like that.
But you know deep down inside of you that you're suppressing a part of yourself.
Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing though, right? The week I met her, I hooked up with literally, I counted this, I had sex with 9 women, and I figured another couple girls, maybe another couple girls, probably like a dozen women I got intimate with that week. And what, do you think I told her? She wasn't my girlfriend. She's not my girlfriend. Why the fuck am I gonna tell her? Right? It's just gonna make me look bad in her eyes. It's gonna upset her. Right?
Exactly.
But I almost wish I did. I almost wish I did tell her. We would never date in the first place. So if I did, right? We would have never gone to that state of the relationship. But way down the road, it's like she could feel it, and she could feel the lack of radical honesty. And I think it almost made her feel the same way. But further than that, it almost made her just really pissed off all the time because she felt like she signed up for something different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Versus one of the relationships I'm in right now, the girl I am seeing, we started seeing each other 2 weeks ago. She's been at my place every single day. Beautiful girl. We've been honest with each other from the very beginning. She's been very, very honest with me, even if it hurts my feelings. Like she's been very honest with me, and it kind of hurts me. We've been spending 24/7 together for the last 2 weeks, for the most part. It's the girl who just left, right? The studio. And the thing is, she's completely honest with me, even if it hurts me. And I'm trying, like, I'm very honest in general. And so, like, I'm naturally just been very honest with her. And so I'll tell her these things around, like, I have a secret for you. Don't judge me. And I tell her the secret. And it's usually like something very fuckboy and sexual. She's like, oh, you told me that like last week. I'm like, oh, shit. Great. And she's already accepting me for every step of the way. Even though I'm telling her about all these crazy sexcapades, telling her about like crazy shit, telling her about how like, oh shit, I got an STD, got a girl pregnant, had an orgy, this and that and that. You know what I mean? I actually met her at a sex party. And it's funny because, you know, it's all good. We've been honest with each other from the very beginning. And that, you know, it's just such an authentic relationship dynamic where I just feel like, oh my God, I just met this girl and she's like instantly one of my best friends.
You don't have to hold back. You can just say whatever's on your mind. You can talk about your actual feelings in the moment. It's a lot more.
It's such a better relationship.
100%.
It's to the point where it's like, it just makes me want to do everything with this person because I feel like she's one of my best friends like you or like any of my other best friends, right? And it's like when you start the relationship off right from the very beginning, you have the opportunity to just create it in every way you want.
Yeah. Being honest straight from the beginning.
Exactly.
That's what I regretted from my last relationship. To be honest, I wish I had just like been honest straight from the beginning.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend, the one I brought to Europe. I was cheating her for the first 6 months. She had no idea, and she knew I kind of like fucked around a little bit first couple of days. But once we started dating, like once she was my girlfriend, I told her I wasn't fucking other girls, but it was long distance, right? She was living in Mexico, and I'll be honest with you guys, I cheated on her. Now, did I like cheating on her? No, but I don't jerk off. I haven't masturbated in years, okay? March 2016 was the last time I jerked off. And so I don't masturbate. I'm also a sex addict, to be honest. I'll be like, let's be real. Fucking sex addict. And so it's funny because I've all these girls I'm seeing. And so I'm like, okay, like you're in a different country. I don't know if I'll ever see you again. I'm going to fuck these girls. Right. But I tried my best not to hook up with other girls. I think I only hooked up with like a handful of girls, you know. It wasn't a whole lot of cheating versus like before that, it was fucking tons of girls. Right? Mm-hmm. So halfway through the relationship, funny enough, we were in Finland. We were in Helsinki. And I wake up one day and she's on my laptop and she wakes me up and she's like, baby, did you go through, no, sorry. She said, baby, did you cheat on me? And I'm like, what? No. Babe, come back to bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Does she know? Right? And then she's like, I went through your journal. And I'm just like, sit down. I told her, I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm so sorry.
And that's the end.
It wasn't the end.
The start of the end.
It wasn't actually. It was
Really?
the start of the beginning. I apologized to her. She started crying. She like ran out of the house. I chased her. She literally got naked and jumped in the lake because we were staying on this little island in Helsinki, right near downtown. And I followed her. I was like, what are you doing? What the fuck? I thought she was going to drown herself. And like, we went swimming after and she was just like really pissed off. And the next day I actually told her, I didn't just cheat on you once. Cause the story she read was me having a threesome with two other girls a couple days before her birthday. And I just told her, look, this is an opportunity where I'm just gonna be real with you. I didn't just cheat on you once. I've been cheating on you. It's not because I don't love you. It's not because of any other reason other than I'm a sex addict and you weren't around. And I am fucking sick in the head. I'm sorry. And I told her I don't like monogamous relationships. And after that, she actually started taking the relationship more seriously. She made me put myself in a relationship with her on Facebook, like make it a Facebook official. And then a month or so later, like we're still traveling through Europe, you know, everything's actually going really great. I actually got sick. I had food poisoning in Lithuania and she took care of me and nursed me back to health while I literally was dying from the worst food poisoning I've ever had in my life. And it got to a point where eventually I'm like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. If this relationship's going to continue, we need to have more of an open relationship dynamic. And she didn't want that. And I told her, I don't like fucking other guys. I want to fuck other girls. And I kind of explained to her, because what happened is I bumped into one of my boot camp students in Budapest, and he has a relationship with his girlfriend where it's kind of open, but they just have threesomes. And the way he explained to me of how I should pitch it to her was, if you fuck other guys, I'm not going to want to be with you. I'm going to see you differently. And so I'm going to end the relationship. Or I'm just going to not take it seriously at all. And it's just, I don't want that. I'm not going to be happy. It's going to be win-lose. If I fuck other girls, you're going to be happy because your man's happy and I'm going to want to give you everything and take care of you. But, you know, if you fuck other guys, I'm not going to be happy. But if I fuck other girls, I'm going to be happy. Therefore, you're going to be happy because you clearly want your man to be happy. Like, you want your man to be happy. So let me fuck other girls and then it's win-win. Right?
100%.
But like, I don't...
By the way, I had that very similar conversation with my ex-girlfriend. Very similar.
No, but it made sense.
Almost word by word.
It made sense.
Like me wanting to fuck other girls doesn't mean that I'm not in love with you. It just, I don't know if is it issues. I feel like if guys have this opportunity that we have, I feel like every guy would be like this.
Look, at the end of the day, I was also taking care of her, paying for everything at the time, paying all the travels because she was fucking from Mexico, making $1 an hour. You know what I mean? I had money, right? And so I'm like, look, I'm literally losing here. It's like, you're not even paying for your own shit. At least let me go fuck other girls. We came to an agreement that we just have threesomes with other girls. And she had previously actually asked me to have threesomes with girls, but I wasn't like ready for it emotionally in the relationship I was in. I almost felt like, oh, if you want to fuck other girls, it's kind of just going to lead us to fucking other people. And I don't want that. And I'd finally come to terms with like, okay, let's just have threesomes and pull girls together. And it was awesome. It fixed our relationship. It fixed my mindset. And I literally felt like a fucking boss. So I started making way the fuck more money because I just felt empowered. And we started traveling and having threesomes together. And having a great time and coaching students, and my business popped the fuck off. Starting like a little rock star and having a great time and meeting beautiful women and being able to have my relationship, which was beautiful. It was great. And have beautiful women. And I was very happy.
So what went wrong?
I broke up there after that because eventually I just liked fucking girls too much. And I wanted to be free and be single. And it had nothing to do with her. But separately outside that, we had relationship issues that were completely unrelated to any of that. We had relationship issues. Like we were in Uruguay, we're in South America, and we're at a restaurant, and she was being really rude to the waitress. And I was just like, well, if I was in that position, she'd be rude to me. And then also, we got into like a little fight and she bit me. Like, it's not like she just like hit me. She like, I think she fucking slapped me and she bit me in front of my friends on a road trip. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I broke up there on the airplane home back to my city.
Damn.
And that actually wasn't the deciding factor. The deciding factor was our luggage got lost because I told her to like sort out luggage, and like it was just like it was like all these little things, you know, built up and like a bit of resentment. And so it had nothing to do with the threesomes. It had nothing to do with the girls. It had nothing to do with anything else. I think, truth be told, I think I just fell out of love with her. I think that's it. And I was finding reasons to be upset at her. I was just finding reasons to be upset at her. And so finding problems, we're creating problems. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that was it. But the threesome actually prolonged the relationship. We would have broken up earlier. The threesome actually prolonged everything. It made things better. It's just she wasn't the right girl.
Cool.
What about you? What went wrong with you?
What went wrong with me? Well, same, very similar to you, actually. I just liked fucking girls too much. And I explained that to her. She wasn't about it. And I regret going the route of like talking to girls behind her back. I knew it was the right decision to kind of end it and just be truthful and just see her at a later time. But the difference between our relationship compared to your relationship is we actually didn't have any relationship issues. It was perfect. I mean, you saw, like, you've met her. Like, we almost like never fight, other than the whole, like, you know, me wanting to see other girls thing. And yeah, like, I really believe that I have issues that, see, I don't know if I'm calling it issues, because it, like, you have it, I have it. There's like 4 of other friends that have it.
Wanting to have sex with beautiful women is not an issue.
You know what I mean? Like, do we have a group of like friends that collectively have issues then?
What, like we're all sex addicts? No, exactly. No, absolutely not. You dated a girl, you dated her monogamously for over a year, right? You didn't cheat on her once, right? And here's the crazy thing is, as a man, if you had the ability to meet as many beautiful women as you could ever hope to and have sex virtually every single night, would you want to take that? Of course you would.
Dude,
of course you would.
Before I started dating her, dude, like, how easy it was for me to get laid. It was like I said, it was like tying my shoelace. It was like multiple times a week. I don't ever remember the girl from, like, if I, let's say, have sex with like 4 or 5 girls this week, I don't remember the girl from like the middle of the week and before. It makes sense. I don't remember.
The human brain exactly. I don't remember a handful of people.
It's just too much. And being, you know, having that skill set, because I believe it's a skill set that I've learned and cultivated over 8, 9, 10 years of like talking to girls. It's something that I've built over time, and it becomes very easy, and it's really hard to like stop yourself from not wanting to talk to girls when you know it's easy. I'm trying to word it properly, but
so my entire life,
like I'll give you an example. One of my old friends. Okay. So he's actually one of the best guys I know in game. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's the guy that slept with 13 girls in like 10 days. One of my old best friends. I don't talk to him anymore, but we were in a car ride one time, and he told me that, dude, it's like a problem for me now, like talking to girls, because I start associating leaving my house to fucking a girl. Because every time he would leave the house, before he comes back, he would almost always bring a girl home. It was so bad.
At some point, it does become sex addiction. That's the thing I've noticed about being really good with women and getting really good at dating, is at some point, it legitimately does become sex addiction. Hey, I'm going to work today. Oh, nope. Ended up having an orgy. I'm going to go visit my parents. Nope. Ended up having a girl over from Tinder. Right. And so it's like, great example. I didn't see my parents for over a month. They live in the same city as me.
Yeah.
Right.
It starts to become so weird if you don't hook up with a girl. in
At some point, it can become like a validation thing as well, or almost like this weird thing, like you just need to do it.
I think it is like a validation thing.
That could happen with
I
anything.
think
It could happen with money too.
Validation.
It could happen with money. It could happen with anything, right? It could happen with like YouTube clout. It could happen with TikTok views. It could happen with the human brain's just so fucking weird. You know what I mean?
Humans, we love connection and love, and how can it's like it's a free access of love and connection when you know how to do this.
Yeah. That's what
You know
it
how to
is.
flirt with girls. And you just walk down the street and you see a girl that you like, you can start up a conversation, you know exactly what to say. It's like
It's why it's almost not fair to be in a monogamous relationship. First of all, monogamy isn't normal. Open relationships last 3 times as long as monogamous relationships. Most people don't know that. Only if they're done effectively. 80% of monogamous relationships end within the first year. 80% of monogamous relationships do end within the first year. And these are all real statistics. Okay. And so the thing is, if you're just trying to have monogamous relationships, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. And look, women, they think if you want to have sex with other girls, it means you don't love them. No, it just means you want to have sex with other girls to fulfill your biological need to spread the seeds of your ancestors.
yeah.
It's not personal, baby girl.
Do you want to fight God for what he intended to do?
Like that's why I get so fucking annoyed when girls are like, "You're cheating on me." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm just trying to help out my grandpa." My fucking great grandfather died in a fire in his sleep. Okay, so I could travel across the Americas and bust nuts inside white girls. You know what I'm saying? True story. Okay, I'm just trying to fucking help him out. You know what I mean?
Cancel the Wingman podcast.
Dude, you know where I got my name from? So Justin was, I had 2 grandfathers, Jerome and Austin. Okay? That's where Justin came from. Jerome, Austin, or Justin. Marc was a great grandfather of mine named Marcel. Okay? What did these men do? They sacrificed years of life to have families so that Justin Marc, the first, could be born and he can get white women pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's an instinctive need. I can't explain it. I can be totally in love with a girl and still want to do it.
Straight up.
Like head over heels in love with someone, and still look at that other girl and be like, be right back.
I don't think I haven't cheated on a girlfriend in the last like 6 or 7 years, man. I think I pretty much cheated on like every girlfriend I ever had except the first girlfriend I ever had. And after dating her monogamously for a year, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I should just cheat.
You know, see the thing, I had a fight over one of my ex-girlfriend's friends about this. I don't see it as cheating. I feel like I haven't cheated.
I agree.
If I sleep with someone else.
I agree.
Look, if I'm
taking a
like
girl on
I
a
just
date-
watched like a really good porn or something.
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's like entertainment.
It's entertainment for this
It's
dick.
like it's like playing a video game. It's like, oh cool, it's fun and games. And I'm just like,
playing a video game with your dick.
go back to my wife.
I agree with that though. I know tons of successful people who like cheat on their wife, but they come home to her. Right? One of the girls I'm seeing right now says, baby, as long as you come home to me, it's not cheating. She literally told me that. She said, as long as you're honest with me and I find out from you, not someone else, and you come home to me, it's not cheating. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I want your babies. But I don't want her hooking up with the guys. That's going to fucking piss me
here's how
off.
I felt too. I feel that if a girl's okay with me doing that, I love her 10 times more.
I feel the exact same fucking way, bro.
Like, I would want to marry you straight up, you know?
Literally, dude. Straight up. So that girlfriend I was dating back in the day, I did want to marry her because the fact that she was okay with me fucking girls and the fact that she was so supportive and loving, right? It was amazing. It's just like she would have these weird attitude problems, and that's why there's nothing wrong with the relationship. There's just wrong with her. You know what I mean? She had these weird fucking attitude problems. You know what I'm saying? We would barely even fight, I don't think. Oh, we definitely got in a few fights, right? But this girl I'm seeing right now, I'm just like blown away because same shit. She pretty much told me exactly that. And I'm just like, I want your fucking children. I want to pay child support for fucking 22 years.
That's true love, you know? That is true
I felt that, by the way. Like, I literally felt... One thing my dad always told me growing up is love is about sacrifice. And it's kind of just why that in my head. My dad was super old school and had very, like, virtuous principles, right? And he would always tell me, love is about sacrifice. Right? If you love someone, you got to make sacrifices, right? And so in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. I won't fuck girls for the first bit of the relationship until we trust each other and love each other and, you know, have that stability. and, you know, I don't know, lead in the direction you want, right? And so I kind of made a decision is like, if I do date this girl, I'm actually not going to cheat on her. Like, I'm not going to. I'm just going to be fucking brutally honest. Even if it hurts me, even if it hurts her, I'll just be brutally honest instead of cheating. Because, look, I would love to cheat. I would love to fuck girls, and I'd love to do all that shit. But it's like, when you do truly love someone, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm in love right now. I fell in love with this girl. I told her a couple days ago, and I've been telling her every now and then, I'm like, I love you. But it's kind of awkward for me to admit, because I didn't know I could fall in love again. It's like, what, the 9th time I fall in love, maybe more?
And you don't want to lie to someone you're in love with.
That's another thing. It's like,
I hated lying.
It eats at you, bro.
I literally could not sleep at night.
It eats at you, for sure.
It's like, I felt like I was living a lie, and I always have to hold back, and I can't be myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. It feels like you can't be yourself. It just feels like you can't be yourself.
Yeah. And like, is this what it is, you know? It's like, if I start being myself, I'm going to lose this person.
Well,
and that's what sucks.
I had a girlfriend for 6 months I was cheating on. And the thing is, it would eat at me every time I did fuck another girl. Even though I would do it in the most like crazy sociopathic ways you could possibly imagine. But it would still eat at me, dude. It would still fucking eat at me. She's like sitting downstairs in the car for 2 hours. And I told her I was with you. I told her I was hanging out with you. I'm like, oh, sorry, babe. I'm hanging out with Matt because he's bringing his girlfriend again. He's going through relationship issues. I told her I was down the street with you at a club or a bar or something like that. But actually, she's sitting outside my house in her car. I'm in my house having a fucking orgy. So I think I was having I wasn't having a threesome. I was like fucking a girl and making out with a friend.
I remember that time you texted me. It's like, oh yeah, I told this girl that I'm with you. So if she ever asks, I'm like, and I look at your stories. I'm like, Justin, you have a full on massive party at your apartment.
It wasn't a massive party. It was like 5 girls in my living room. But the thing, it was funny. She never asked about it. And if she did, I'd be like, oh no, that was a few hours ago. I'm not with those girls anymore. I'm with Matt. Right? But the funny thing is like, so even though I went to the experience,
updating every 5 minutes.
I'm just like I'm just gonna tell her like, oh no, it was before. I'm just posting stories from a few hours ago. But the thing is,
that was really fucked.
The thing is, man, it still ate at me, and I didn't like it. So after that, I didn't fuck any girls for a while. I just did fuck other girls, and because it did hurt me almost to do it, even though I like it. And again, I'm spreading the seeds of my ancestors, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to cheat. Right?
Then don't cheat.
Well, so what I would do is I would call her. I would literally call her and I'd be like, hey, babe, I just had a threesome. Or, hey, babe, I just fucked these other girls. But I would say it in a way that's almost sarcastic. And I'd be like, hey, babe, I just like fucked this girl and it was so good. I loved it. You should have been there. And she would be like, oh, very funny. Because she thinks I'm joking. And I'm like, and I'd be like, haha, yeah, I'm just joking. So I'll get the guilt off my chest by like telling her in a way that's sarcastic that she thinks I'm joking. But I was actually being 100% serious. Mm-hmm. It's like, sorry, babe. I just sorry, I couldn't talk to you last night. I was fucking a girl. I wasn't working, babe. I was fucking a girl the whole night. That's why I couldn't text you. I wasn't doing work on my laptop the whole time. And she'd be like, Justin, you're so dumb. Don't be so silly. I love you, babe. I'll see you later tonight. And then I'm like, sure.
Yeah. She was very naive.
You know her.
Gullible.
You met her. We all hung out. She was very naive. That won't work on this new girl I'm dating.
Dude,
it won't work.
You can tell her you're Chinese. She'll believe you.
Pretty much.
Like that naive.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that doesn't work with every girl, but this new girl I'm dating is she'll piece it together right away. And so I've just made a decision, like, I don't want to lie to her. I don't like lying. I don't like when people lie to me. And I don't have to because she's not going to judge me. She actually saw a YouTube video that was like, how I slept with 300 plus women. And she's like, whoa, go back to that? And I'm like, oh shit, my bad. I'm so sorry. And she's like, I don't care, Justin. I'm not judging you. And she started kissing me. And I'm like, because I'm always nervous that she's going to judge me. But she's like, I don't judge you for anything. And I'm like, yo, I am literally the most degenerate fuck I know. I'm like, I do some fucked up shit. And the fact that she doesn't judge me, I'm like, holy fuck. It blows my mind. It makes me just feel, I find that so attractive. The fact that a woman isn't judging you, I find it so attractive. And when a woman's not judging you and down to let you go hook up with other girls, to me, that is a woman that I want to put a ring on, dude. Seriously. I'm really excited to see how it goes with this new relationship dynamic I'm in. Because I know at some point, we're going to have that conversation. First month, I'm okay with not hugging other girls. After that, it's like, okay, sorry, baby girl, got to do my thing. Are you in or are you out? You know what I mean? And I know that we're going to have this conversation.
But yeah, dude. So I can honestly admit I have cheated before. I will never cheat again.
You genuinely think that?
I
You'll never cheat again?
I will never cheat again.
Are you
After
serious?
going through that, dude, I can't.
I genuinely think cheating is amazing and I love it.
Dude,
It's fucked up. Bro, I think I'm just fucking mentally ill. Maybe I'm a fucking psychopath. I don't fucking know. And this is not even advice to you guys. And I honestly recommend you don't cheat because it's going to fuck your life up. And I honestly recommend that you're just honest and open and just real and be radically honest. But like, fuck, man. Like, I'm fucking really glad I cheated on my ex-girlfriends because like it ended up leading me to having an open relationship that I probably wouldn't have had otherwise. And I was very happy with the outcome, right? Or, you know, the last relationship I'm in, she has no fucking idea. She has no idea. I did try to tell her a couple times. I tried to be honest with her, but she had issues with like self-harm, which is fucked up. And so like I told her one time that I fucked another girl and she started like she lit a cigarette and started burning herself. And I'm like, oh babe, no, I didn't actually, I was just joking. I was just joking. That's why I couldn't tell her. You know what I mean? Cause I tried to, right? But I don't want her to fucking kill herself.
But
You know what I mean?
don't you want to live a life where you don't have a feeling of something that's eating at you?
I already was doing that, except in that one relationship. But I just got to a point where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck
can't.
anymore. I just honestly, bro, I just completely became desensitized to fucking girls and hiding it from her and not giving a fuck because she was so naive that it was so easy to fucking hide from her. I'll tell every girl.
Like that, you know?
I would literally tell every single girl. So,
Really, is that a girl that you want to marry though?
fuck no. Fuck no. What the hell? No, dude.
Let's say you don't want to do that with someone that you want to
No,
marry.
I was waiting for something better to come along and something better did come along and now I don't want to cheat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fucking, you know, like, because you're going to go out and play the field, hook up tons of girls, and then after you fucked like 50, 100
But you
girls.
do sound like a douchebag right now though.
I know I sound like a douchebag, but who's going to keep as real with you guys as I am right now? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck do you know who's going to fucking admit this shit on fucking camera, on fucking YouTube? I'm doing this for you. I could totally be like, oh yeah, don't cheat, guys. Be a good boyfriend. Fuck that.
But the thing is, I feel like you won't want to cheat in the future now.
With this girl I'm seeing, if I'm like, hey baby, let's be, let's date.
I believe you prefer being honest with someone.
I do. And I already told her, I looked her dead in the eyes and I deeply told her, and I meant this in my heart and soul.
Because didn't that feel like a big waste of time, dude?
No, I fucking loved it.
Really?
Fuck? Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
You didn't think it was a waste of time?
No, because I enjoyed her company. I liked having a girlfriend. Even more than that, I like telling girls I have a girlfriend. I like picking up girls
here's the thing.
and telling them I have a girlfriend. I just think it's hilarious.
Who do you like more? Girl from before or the girl that you have now?
See, that's the thing. It's recency bias. I'm obviously going to say logically the girl I have right now. Logically, the girl right now, right? But
Girl you were lying to, girl you're honest with right now.
look, when I
How
first
you
started
feel?
seeing the girl from before, the first month, I felt the same way that I do with the girl right now. Right? Does it make sense?
So you're saying that
I loved her too. The last girl, I loved her too. But at some point, I stopped loving her. I know when I stopped loving her. I know exactly the week I stopped loving her. It was a week where she pissed me off and I ate out 10 different girls in an 8-day period or something like that. It was like, I went on like full, like I wasn't even fucking girls. I was like eating out girls to spite her. You know what I mean? It was fucking weird. But that's the thing, man. It's like, I didn't want to break up with her because I did love her, right? Part of me still does, right? I got her pregnant. She had an abortion, right? We had deep, deep chemistry and she has my fucking back.
I genuinely think that your relationship right now with this new girl is a lot better by like tenfold.
It is now in the first 2 weeks.
You just seem so free, and you know she can't be in the room while you're talking like this, like the last girl.
You're correct.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. As long as I'm not talking about cheating on her, I don't think she would give a fuck.
That's what I mean.
She'd probably get pissed off, but no, I think she could. I was pretty upfront and real with her for the most part. I think I was real with her besides the cheating.
Here's my belief: if you're spending time with a girl that you're not completely honest with, and you know deep down you're just waiting for someone better, by you being with her takes away time and opportunity for you to meet the next best one.
I wholeheartedly disagree. And I'll be honest with you, I'm like logically thinking about this right now, dude. And like, we're allowed to have different opinions. 100%. We both gone through this journey ourselves. But like, I've had a lot of relationships, man. Like, I think you've had one serious girlfriend. I've had 2 different girlfriends that were over a year long. I lived with multiple girlfriends. I'm like virtually living with this new girl who's like at my place every day. She's brought like 5 days worth of stuff over. And I literally had a girlfriend I was living with in Mexico. I had a girlfriend I was living with, another girlfriend I was living with in Mexico. I don't know, man. I've had so many girlfriends. And so I've just seen it from so many different angles, right? I've seen so many different relationship dynamics. And I genuinely, this is so fucked up that I'm going to say this on camera to the world. Cheating is the best thing I've ever discovered. Cheating on my significant other is the best thing I've ever discovered in my entire fucking life when it comes to relationships. As fucked up as that is, as fucked up as that sounds. And I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Because here's the thing. What's stopping her from fucking cheating on you? Nothing. Right? Every relationship has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So do I want to waste my time not meeting other women, not being social with women, not putting myself out there and playing the field, not honing my social skills, not fucking improving my social awareness, my confidence, my charisma, and not networking with pretty ladies just because I have a fucking girlfriend? It's fucking stupid, in my opinion. I think that would make me naive. That would make me naive because at the end of the year, when you break up with your girl, at the end of that relationship, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3, whatever the fuck it is. Look at Bill Gates, 25 years later, he's single. Look at Jeff Bezos, 25 years later, he's single, right? Look at Elon Musk, he's been divorced, right? Look at most of the successful people in the entire history of humankind, right? Look at fucking Donald Trump, right? These guys all got divorced, right? Most powerful men will at some point outgrow their significant other. And do you really want to be in that monogamous relationship the entire time? Lose your soul skills, lose your confidence, lose your charisma, lose it all just to fucking be single again there with your dick in your head, having nothing to show for it? Whereas the moment she's single, Matt, the moment she's fucking single, she's going to download Tinder and she's going to get fucked by 2 guys in a threesome that night just so she could forget about you. She can get drunk, go to the club, and pull a guy home every single night. You know what you got to do? You got to develop your confidence, your charisma, overcome all those emotions, the trauma, right? So you got to redevelop everything from fucking scratch. Go shopping, spend $1,000 on new clothes so you feel different, feel more confident, look different. And then you go to the club and you walk in there, guns blazing. And the worst part is you forgot how to talk to women. You forgot how to be single.
See, I respect and understand where you're coming from. But I'm just not willing to go through the feeling of not being myself around a partner. I'd rather be truthful and just be genuine and honest.
I totally feel that. And I understand that completely. And I completely agree with what you're saying because it sucks fucking lying to your partner, especially if you love her. Because like I've been in the relationship. Because you might hear this and be like, well, Justin, you love her. But
see, I would rather be upfront with a girl and stay as friends.
You're not going to get the same outcome. You're not going to get the same outcome. She wants you to be monogamous with her because in her head, because she's fucking you because that's what she thinks her love is. Okay? And she thinks if you're fucking other girls, you're loving other girls. But you're fucking other girls because you're it's almost like I felt like I was fucking other girls for her. I almost felt I was fucking other girls for my relationship because it would make my relationship stronger. As crazy as it sounds. That's truly what I believe.
There are other guys out there that are not like us who don't have sex addiction, validation issues, and stuff like that. And if I really, really love someone, I'd rather have a proper dude. Like true love for me is seeing the person I love happy. And if she can be with somebody that can provide her what she wants, the monogamous relationship, the less emotional turmoil that being with me, that comes with being with me, I feel like that makes me happy, even if it means losing her.
Here's why I disagree. Because my name's Justin Marc, and I'm the best she's ever going to motherfucking get.
Well, I don't doubt that. I really believe I'm the best one. Like, I just said that, but I'm pretty sure she's still going to be thinking of me while 100%. She's with that guy that's more like that.
Every girlfriend I ever broke up with I
genuinely believe she'll be happier.
Every girlfriend I ever broke up with after became a drug addict. I'm not joking. Every single girlfriend I ever broke up with went on to drink alcohol to levels of alcoholism and snort cocaine.
See, that's bad.
when they're with me,
See, that's bad.
they're not doing drugs or drinking. I get every single girlfriend I've ever had. I also convince them to stop drinking.
See, my opinion, you did a terrible job.
No. When they're with
Every
me,
girl that I'm with, I leave her better than I found her.
I do too. I leave them with, dude, my ex-girlfriend, who's making $1 an hour, went on to make over $100 an hour, started her own business and kill it. But when we broke up, she called me months later. I was in LA. I was actually with Luis Mercado, picking up girls on the street in Hollywood. And literally we're in set and I'm talking about this girlfriend to some random girl. And she calls me from Mexico and I'm like, what the fuck? And she starts crying and I start crying. I'm in the middle of the street. I haven't seen her in like 6 months. We both just start crying on the phone. And she told me she was addicted to Xanax because the loss of losing me was just too fucking much. That's what it was. And I felt the same way with her, dude. I was like pulling my hair out like months later. I literally was on shrooms, tripping, looking at my brother, telling him never to let a girl do this to you because I was fucked off this girl. And I was cheating on her, dude. She wasn't cheating on me. I was cheating on her. You know what I mean? But losing her was just too fucking hard. And that's why I let go of her eventually because she just didn't want to do the open thing anymore as well. She wanted to kind of settle down. I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. And I knew my potential was going to be, it's either my potential up here or it's going to be down here. It's one of the two. And I need to let go of her. As you said, let her, right? But the thing is, yeah, be free, baby.
Be free from me.
But the thing is, and I generally mean this, bro, you got to put yourself first. You got to put yourself first. You got to fucking put yourself first. And she's not going to allow you to fuck other girls early in the relationship because she's not going to feel secure with the relationship, right? So you have two options here. Either you cheat for the first 6 months or whatever, or until she feels 100% secure in your relationship dynamic where she knows you're not going to leave her and she knows you love her and she can trust you to always come back to her. Or you fucking cheat and you set up the open relationship dynamic later, right? Or the other option is you date her monogamously and you lose it all. You date her monogamously, you lose all the social skills, you lose your confidence, you lose your charisma, you lose it all. And so in my head, I'm not fucking other girls because I want to. I'm fucking other girls because I have to. Because that's what allows me to be peak state. That allows me to fucking be my best. That allows me to be the man I am meant to fucking be. And that allows me to give it all to fucking her.
But the thing is, you can do that while being single. And not hurting other people.
No, and I agree. And I agree with that as well.
I generally feel bad when I lie to someone and hurt them.
I fucking hate lying too, bro. I hate it. I'm just telling you my experience with the past relationships.
Why are you doing it?
It's not because I want to.
I get that. You could do that being single though.
And I agree with that. And that's why I finally made the executive decision, as you said, to do exactly what you said and try that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, try that out and maybe you'll change your mind.
And I'm not just saying that because these two lovely ladies just walked in the room as well. I'm not. I genuinely mean it. No, but I am serious. I agree. I'm just sharing my experiences here. I'm just sharing my fucking, I'm just telling you guys my opinion.
See, a lot of people are going to listen to you saying you've had lots of girlfriends and consider that as not a success just because you've had multiple failed relationships. What do you say about that?
That's a fucking great question. Holy shit. That is awesome. What I would say to that is I broke up with every single one of them. And this is so fucked up. And this isn't an ego thing. This isn't like, I don't get dumped by girls. I almost wish that would happen. And I've also heard that a lot of times girls don't ever break up with you. They make you break up with them. Like they just act like a fucking, instead of a girl will be like, I don't think this is working out. Let's break up.
My ex-girlfriend made me break up with
exactly. So instead of saying, oh, this isn't working out, I'm breaking up with you, they'll piss you off. So you break up with them, or they'll cheat on you. So you break up with them, or they'll do something to make you break up with them.
Yeah.
Right.
My ex-girlfriend, she basically just cried in front of me and told me that she can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Because when you cheat on someone, they know.
Of course.
Girls are 10 times more instinctual,
so intuitive, bro.
And intuitive than guys.
I'm the same way though, dude. When my girlfriend had fucked another guy, I knew. Well, the long relationship I had, when she finally had hooked up another guy, I guess she fucked another guy for whatever. I don't even know, dude. It's to spite me, revenge, or whatever the fuck. She's pissed off, right? Because she told me, she eventually admitted to me, on the phone, a month later, that pretty much she just found the first guy who'd fuck her and did it just to spite me. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. The reason she did it was to spite me, but I knew the moment she did it. The moment she knew, I looked her dead in the eyes. I'm like, come on. Tell me right now you're not fucking another guy. I know it. Get the fuck out of my house. Adios. Goodbye. Because I could feel it, bro. And from her reaction, from her micro communications.
Yeah.
If you look for it, you will find it.
Words are just, what, 10% of actual body communication?
So words are 7% of communication. Your voice is 38% of communication. And your body language is 55% of communication.
So someone can tell you that I'm not cheating on you, but their whole body is just like...
It's telling you, baby.
It's telling you like what you need to know.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, bro, like, yeah, you could totally say, oh, I had multiple failed relationships. The way I see it is when you're young, it's great to make lots of mistakes. Figure out what you want. Figure out who you are, right? What? Should I have been married at 22? I asked her to marry me when I was drunk. She said yes. Should I have gone married to her? You know what I mean? I had another ex-girlfriend. I kind of asked to marry me as a joke, but she said yes. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Right? And like, she probably would have done it. Why? Because I was young. I was successful. She was like 30. I was like 24. And I was good looking. And I was probably one of the coolest dudes she ever met. And like, sure, I could have done it. But then I'm like, with this fucking girl who's like borderline menopausal because she's years older than me. And I don't have my, like, just giving my life away. What the fuck? Is that what I want? Fuck that. Right? And so, yeah, sure, I had multiple failed relationships, but I was in complete control the entire fucking time. I led it every step of the way. I was constantly auditing my level of happiness, my quality of life, and what I wanted, what I didn't want. And the moment I'm like, okay, I don't want this, I'm out. And then I finally made the decision of, instead of abandoning my relationships, instead of having all these intimate relationships and abandoning them, I'm just going to try working on my relationships and try, instead of abandoning ship, working on the relationship until I know it's not going to work. Until I know there's no other fucking choice. Right? And there you go. So I've actually already made that decision to stop breaking up with girlfriends and prolong the relationship. And instead of saying, hey, we have this problem, saying, and like, you're the problem, it's like, we have this problem, let's fix it together. Right? So that's kind of the frame I'm coming at now, is like, oh, we have this problem, let's work on it together as a team instead of me against you. And I've also kind of come to this decision of, I don't want to cheat on any girlfriends I have. And the reason for that is because it's either I can be single and do my thing at this point, or be honest. And the thing is, as long as you're honest, like, again, open relationships do exist, etc. And
you say you just want to cheat?
No, I didn't say that. I was more so just defending my actions of the past. Does that make sense?
So you're saying that you still believe in cheating? I'm
saying it can work for some people. It could work for some people. It could work for some relationships. Like, imagine this. When? I know the owner of a club.
So you're saying it can work for some people, and you still love the idea of cheating, you're just not going to do it.
Pretty much. I'm not telling you to cheat. I'm not telling you guys to fucking cheat. I'm just like spiking conversation and being fucking real with you with what the reality of the fucking world is. Okay? Open relationships last 3 times as long on average than monogamous relationships. That's a real fucking statistic. I didn't make that up. That's fucking what it is. Okay? And non-monogamous relationships, ethically.
So you do kind of agree with me being honest.
Ethical non-monogamous relationships, yeah, 100%. Ethical non-monogamous relationships are like the most profound relationships.
There we go. Right? We are on the same page.
Yeah, we are. We are. But think about this. I was on the phone with the owner of a club from Toronto, and he was telling me he's got a girlfriend. He's got 3 girlfriends, and he's got a wife.
So can we say to the audience, like, don't cheat?
Don't cheat, guys. But anyway, this owner of the club is like, my wife's a piece of shit. And I own all this real estate. I own a bunch of, he told me he has like 7 fucking houses. He has 2 nightclubs, and he makes a fuck ton of money. Just one of his clubs pulls in $3 million a year. If he gets a fucking divorce, do you know what happens? His wife gets half his shit. His business fall apart. He's fucked financially. His kid's life is fucked, right? Everything is fucked, right? Everything is fucked. He would love a divorce, but everything's gonna get fucked. His business goes under. His shit gets fucked. He has to give 3.5 houses to his wife that he worked for, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. And he's got to pay child support, alimony. He's fucked, right? So yeah, in that case, okay, stay married and fucking cheat, I guess, right? And I know tons of other guys who are in very similar relationships. Now, here's another example. What if you ask your girlfriend to marry you and she doesn't want to marry you, but she wants to be with you? Well, it's like, okay, try an open relationship or something. But it's like, what if she doesn't want that? It's like, all right, I get like, go play the field a little bit, bro. And I'm just being fucking real. Now, I'm not condoning cheating. I think cheating's fucked up. If a girl fucking cheats on me, dude, it is fucking horrible, bro. It is. I swear to God, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the thing.
Getting cheated on is the worst thing I've ever been through. Like when I think about it, I don't. It's not like I actually got like cheated on, but at the end, I have 2 separate relationships. At the end of the relationship, at the very, 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 very end, after I had fucked other girls, they fucked other guys, but they did it in a way that wasn't honest, and they did it in a way where it's like, Just, I'm still your girlfriend. I love you, and I had to like find out, and it was cheating, and bro, I literally felt like I lost my soul. I literally feel like for a full year, I was full-fledged misogynist, and I lost my fucking soul, and I hated fucking any girl who cheated. And anytime I hooked up with a girl and I find out they had a boyfriend, I'd try to go out of my way to tell the boyfriend, because I was just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It hurts so fucking much. And I fucking just hated cheaters, and I hated cheating, and it just sucked.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I don't do that to people. It's horrible. You know what I mean? I'm just sharing my experience with you guys.
It all comes down to, this is why I don't believe in cheating, is like, I want to treat others the way I want to be treated.
Not only that, but think about this. Someone brings you in their life and they love you. They care for you. They're giving you their all. They're, trying their best to be the person that you want them to be and express themselves fully to you, and they're loyal to you, and then you cheat on them. It's fucked up. And I agree it's fucked up. And I agree cheating is fucked up. 100%. And it doesn't feel good to cheat. You know what I mean? And it's going to eat at your fucking soul. You know what I mean?
And you probably develop cancer or something, or some sort.
Who the fuck knows, dude?
Physical
Seriously?
manifestation of feeling guilt.
Maybe.
I mean, that is the one common factor that a lot of cancer patients have. It is the feeling of resentment and guilt and regrets in the past, all other lives.
A lot of people don't actually realize how health is actually correlated with your mental health. I've actually made a personal decision to never feel guilt, no matter what the fuck I do. Never, ever feel guilt. I read a book called Reality Transurfing, okay? It's written by a Russian physicist, and he talks about how when you feel guilt, you actually manipulate space-time to fall into an entirely different reality. As crazy as it sounds, some fucking woo-woo fucking voodoo shit or whatever. But the way he describes it is there's infinite universes. So if you make one decision, you just open up a parallel universe, and now you're living in that one. And when you feel guilt, you just fucking opened up an infinite universe where that guilt is now going to affect your subconscious brain and then your subcommunications, and it's going to affect your fucking physical life. Dude, and your reality.
Even little things such as like your confidence, the more confident you become, it manipulates your bodily structure to actually being better looking.
It's crazy.
Usually more confident people are really good looking.
Look at photos from me back in the day versus now. Mm-hmm. I look like a fucking male model, bro, compared to before.
Dude, exactly. And I have multiple friends of mine tell me this, that the more girls they hook up with, the more confident they become, they feel like their facial structure literally changed into someone that's better looking. It's very weird.
Craziness.
Yeah.
It's a lot of crazy discussions today, man.
And I would look at like my photos from back in the day. It's like, holy shit. Like I look like such a nerd.
Yeah, you were. I remember.
I still look like a nerd.
You look like a fuckboy, to be honest. That's what you look like.
I do.
You look like a guy who cheats on his fucking girlfriend.
I don't.
You did.
I did, but I don't anymore because I learned.
Because
I learned.
All right.
No, but real talk though, I regret what I've done in the past, and
I do too. Actually.
It wasn't worth it, dude.
No, I agree.
It was not worth it.
I actually do agree with that. I'll finally admit it's not worth it.
Like, yeah, it wasn't worth the trauma that I've caused another person.
I couldn't agree more with that. And
like,
I also,
if I kept on doing it, I would have ruined
the trauma
that
you do
person's
yourself,
life.
dude. The trauma to yourself.
Trauma to myself and trauma to the other person, and I would have taken so much time from a person's life that they could have spent, being free, being alone, and be happier with another person.
Well, Matt, it's not cheating if she doesn't find out. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm busting your fucking balls. I'm busting your balls. Anyway, I think we should end it there, bro.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, that's the Wingman Podcast. Make sure to subscribe. We're on all platforms. You can find us everywhere. We love you.
Love you.
Go follow Matt on Instagram, Matt.Levine. Go follow me on Instagram, DrunkJustin2 on Instagram. I love you guys. Go check out my other channel, Justin Marc, on YouTube. And make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Click bell notification to notify new videos. Follow us on all platforms. And make sure to not cheat on your girlfriend. We love you guys. Seriously, we do. That's why we do this. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.